What's up, y'all? Have you ever stopped and wondered what groupthink really means outside of a Google search, which is the most unreliable source ever? But have you ever really thought about what groupthink is? So let's start with this. Groupthink is when a group makes decisions based on group pressures, right? And when doing this, they have a tendency to ignore the alternatives, which causes them to dehumanize, attack other perceived enemies or groups, right? Now with this, there's 8 causes of groupthink. So let's go over those real quick. So number 1 would be illusion of invulnerability. And what this does is it creates an excessive optimism to create the greatest risks and drama, basically. So number 2 would be collective rationalization. And this is where members of the group totally discount any warnings, right? They also do not even reconsider the assumptions of these warnings. So number 3 would be the belief in inherent morality, right? And this is where the members of the group or the group as a whole believe that they're so correct in their cause or their belief system that they totally ignore the ethical and moral consequences of any of the decisions that they're making, right? We see this way too often. Number 4 is stereotyped views of those on the outside. So because this group has negative views of the so-called enemy, right, that they make it a point to make sure that there is beef or conflict, if you will. Number 5 is crazy, right? Direct pressure on dissenters. That is, there's great pressure on members to not challenge or rock the boat. Don't challenge the beliefs or the movements or the actions of those, you know, in their little group cohort, their think tank, if you will. Number 6 would be self-censorship. So this is when a group member may doubt or question the motives, the actions, the thought processes, but they censor themselves because of the pressures and the consequences from the other group members. Number 7 would be the illusion of unanimity, right? And that is where the majority of the group view that their judgments and assumptions are unanimous amongst the group and don't take in consideration that there may be other views within that group. Number 8, the self-appointed mind guards, right? And the mind guards are those that take it upon themselves to withhold information, withhold any problematic or contradictory information that could upset the group think, right? So they do everything they can to protect the motive and the madness, if you will. Now, with all this in mind, the next time you join a group or you become a super fan or a super yes girl, yes man, yes woman, ask yourself, are you falling into groupthink or are you standing as an individual still? Just a food for thought.